this man, this and that. But why? Can't I choose a man of my life on my own? Don't I have freedom? I went near to her. She came closer to my ears and she whispered.
She is none other than anybody. Miss Mannat, please come on the stage.
I was walking in the streets of my village. I happened to see an old lady. I went beside her and asked, "Dear grandmother, what has caused you this situation? Why are you lying on this broken chair? And why are you crying? Why I'm seeing your tears coming out of your eyes?" I went near to her. She came closer to my ears and she whispered. A very energetic morning to one and all present here. Today, I, Mannat Chaurasya, feels deeply honored and deeply privileged because of you all. Let me take you back to that very same story. You know what that old lady whispered in my ears? She told me that my life is ruined. My life is ruined completely. It is destroyed. It is wrecked because of her marriage. She told me that in spite of the 70 years, she haven't ever felt the meaning of freedom in her life. She was always under some restrictions or the other. She always had to bear that guilt. She always have to shoulder responsibilities on her own. Let me ask you one question. What do you think? What has caused her pain? Means what has happened to her this much that she started crying while speaking? Can any one of you tell me? You all might be thinking, you might be coming from this and that, but let me tell you. The only reason of her suffering was forced marriage. Was forced marriage. The time when she had to study, she was taught making chapatis, she was taught household chores, she was taught how to behave in a very humble manner. So I believe that in today's society, we see forced marriage. The 60% of our population living in rural areas, and it is these 60% population only. It is these people only who are dragged towards this forced marriage. Even if the girl is educated, even if I'm educated right now, my parents will give me suggestions of marriage. You can marry to this man, this and that. But why? Can't I choose a man of my life on my own? Don't I have freedom? I here feel that all the studies that I did for past 20 years, 15 years, it is all worthless. And let me bring you to this fact as well, that it is not just females who are feeling this restricted marriage, but there are men too. They are being so much kind, they are being so much good to their parents. They first of all, what happens is they accept being a good boy, they accept the choices of their parents, but later on, what do they do? They are either engaged in extramarital affairs or they are doing marital rapes. So I would like to draw all your attention towards the marriage which is imposed forcefully. In today's society, we need to understand our freedom. Although we feel from inside, we have studied, we have got so much education, but we are not implementing, we are not being righteousness with ourselves. So I must say that you are capable enough to choose your own partner. Nobody is going to stop you from choosing. And also for the females, as far as this topic is concerned, it is majorly for the women only, for the women's sections of the society. So therefore, I would like to conclude my today's speech by saying that realize and understand the true meaning of freedom. The freedom does not only lie in your education until you implement it in each and every sphere of your life. Your one step can prove to be harmful for other people, because in a relationship it is not just you who is living, there is your partner too. So thank you everyone for being a patient listener.